welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's me, Sunflower. So today we need to talk about something really interesting happening in the Royale High community right now, because out of nowhere the devs dropped a brand new update, and honestly a lot of us were not expecting this at all. Before we get started, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what do you think about this update. There's been a lot of controversy and speculation about what's really going on behind the scenes. So let's dive into all the details together. First things first, let's talk about what actually came out this week. Night Barbie and the Royale High dev team officially announced that the WICKERY CLIFFS realm has finally returned. Yep, the Halloween map is back for 2025 and it dropped on October 24th, which was just last night if I'm remembering correctly, considering that I am recording this video on the 25th, which is literally just the day after of. So now, WICKERY CLIFFS is one of the nostalgic maps that people love. It has trick-or-treating areas, that Halloween atmosphere, and the decorations just gives that cozy October vibe that so many players missed, so naturally everyone was excited to see it make a comeback. But that's not the only thing that dropped. We also got a brand new item added to the Whimsy Witch set, which I know many of you guys have been waiting for since 2 years ago, the Whimsy Witch sleeves. And oh gosh, I will say, people have been waiting for these sleeves since forever, like literally since year 2023. There was speculation in 22, and now in 23, we till now we were still waiting for the sleeves to come out, and now they're finally out. They are for free if you do complete the maze in WICKERY CLIFFS, so make sure to do that so you can actually and officially complete the Whimsy Witch set. Anyway, it's kind of like a final piece that completed the whole look, which quite literally, it is literally the final piece of the Whimsy Witch set, which I think is pretty cool. So on paper, this update is great, old content returning, new accessories, seasonal excitement, but here's where things start to get interesting. Now, this update feels very random, very uncalled for, like completely out of the blue. There wasn't a big lead up, no countdown, not even much of a teaser except for when Barbie went on stream. There were people tweeting about how she went on stream saying, oh gosh guys, WICKERY CLIFFS is coming back this year. So really, at the end of the day, it really just kind of appeared, which if you think about it, is strange because if the devs already had WICKERY CLIFFS finished from previous years, remember that this is an old map, this is nothing new. They could have released it earlier in the October, right? Usually Halloween updates in Royale High happen very early in the month to give everyone plenty of time to enjoy the realm, farm candies, trade candy items, and so on. But this time it dropped super late. To be honest, almost at the end of the month. We literally only have at least, I think, another week till October ends, and then we go into November. So that really got me wondering, why release WICKERY CLIFFS now? And honestly, I think there might be a reason, one that has a lot to do with competition, but before we get into all that serious stuff, let's change the scenery and let's go into WICKERY CLIFFS. Alright, so now that we're in WICKERY CLIFFS, I'm just take a moment and look at this map. Now, I am just so happy that they even thought of adding this map back to Royale High. But that's really not what's important right now. Let's talk about another game that has been on a lot of people's radar lately, and that game is called Monsterverse. Now, I do hope this rings a bell for anyone who's watching, but if you haven't heard about it, Monsterverse is, or well was, a brand new Roblox dress-up and roleplay game that's been generating a lot of hype. It's similar in vibe to Royale High, but it does actually have its own twist, so it's very contrast to Royale High, if I should say. It has darker fantasy themes, unique accessories, custom animations, and some really other detailed stuff, which I will make another video about that, just on that game. Not Royale High, but just on that game in general, since it does pique my interest. Now, here's where it gets a bit messy. So, right before Monsterverse's big launch week, Roblox actually went on their way to delete the game. But thankfully, the devs did update us with a statement, which again, I won't get into that because the game does have their own issues. But the devs did say that they're working hard to get it back up. And from what I've seen, people are disappointed, but at the same time, people are very, very excited for it to release soon this upcoming week. But timing wise, this all happened right before Royale High dropped its Halloween update. Coincidence? Maybe, but it's also possible that Royale High wanted to reclaim the spotlight. So, here's my personal theory, which I hope you guys have your own opinion on this. If you do, make sure to comment that down below. I would love to read what you guys think about this whole thing that's going on, this whole charade. Anyways, here's my personal theory. Royale High's sudden quote-unquote step up wasn't just random, it was strategic. Now, you might be confused, but just hear me out and listen to what I have to say. When Monsterverse was getting attention, a lot of players were talking about switching over or at least trying the new game in general, which I am considering trying the game when it comes out because there's a lot of things that are in that game that were just honestly piqued my interest. They look like they're doing something big and I want to be a part of that. And I know many of you guys also want to be a part of that, especially for other influencers. Anyway, there was this general vibe of Royale High isn't the same anymore and we need something new. And that's right. In Royale High, there hasn't been a lot of good updates. The dev team hasn't been really listening to their player base, and all we want is just something new. We just want to be heard, and I feel like Monsterverse will definitely take the crown and do that for us. So, if you're a part of the Royale High dev team, let's just say if you are, let's make this hypothetically, if you are a part of the Royale High dev team and you're seeing that hype grow and you're seeing that game that's not even out getting a lot of attention, and then you compare it to your game, Royale High in this case, and see your numbers go down, what's the smartest move? You remind everyone why you're the top dress-up game to begin with. And at the time, Royale High was the top game for dress up, roleplay, simulator, everything that was there, Royale High was it. And also, back in 2019, during that time, Royale High did get a bunch of rewards, and they were just doing good in general. So, back to the point, how do you do that? How do you make everyone realize that you're still here and you're the top game to begin with? And how do you do that? I will ask again. By dropping a nostalgic, community-loved update that reignites the player excitement. Even if it's a little late in the month, that's why I think the WICKERY CLIFFS update wasn't just random, and I think it was planned very intentionally to bring attention back to Royale High while Monsterverse is temporarily down. Because we have to remember that Monsterverse was going to come out this week, but since Roblox just had to be weird, they deleted the game and now the devs have to work on getting that back up. But again, that's a whole different video. There's also other videos that influencers have already been talking about. There has been a statement said. I won't get into that because that'll just make the video longer. But again, they're doing their own thing. So, it's actually kind of genius from a marketing standpoint. Like, they saw their competition stumble, and then now they're like, now it's our moment to do something. And if it were me, if I were in their shoes and I saw that opportunity, I would 100% take that opportunity and see what I can do around it. Now, even though that's a smart move, I do want to talk about how the community feels about this. I have been checking out videos. There's a lot of people with their opinions. I've been going on Twitter. Now, when I do go to edit this video, I will try my best to add a couple of screenshots with small captions, descriptions, all of that. I'll try to do that. But if I don't, then you can scold me for it. But because the reactions are kind of mixed, which I will agree on, that's normal because this was very random at the end of the day. Some players are super happy, saying things like, finally, Royale High is listening to us again, or this feels like the old Royale High energy that we used to have back in 2019 throughout those years until now. But others are a big spectacle, like where was this energy earlier in the month? Or it feels like the only thing they did, or correct me, I'm sorry, hold on. It feels like they only did this because of the game Monsterverse is trending. And I will admit that game is trending like insanely right now. There's a lot of hype around it, but again, I'm gonna leave that for another video because it has its own issues that I would like to talk about, but I still need to do some more research about that. Anyway, both sides have valid points. I think it's fair to be suspicious of the timing, but it's also fair to be grateful that we're getting updates again. We got WICKERY CLIFFS back. After 2 years, we've been begging for WICKERY CLIFFS to come back, and now we finally have it. So in the long run, we kind of won, but let's hold off from that now because I'm still not done talking. So whether it's because of competition or not, again, let's take it as a win that the devs are paying attention to the game once again. Now let's talk about what could be next, but I feel like the scenery is getting a bit boring, so let's switch it up a little bit. We're at a different location. Again, I'm just so happy that Royale High decided to just add a couple of the old things back to Royale High. Like, that's literally all they had to do to get our attention. Anyway, that's not important. Right now, let's talk about future updates and what we could possibly expect in the next couple of months going onto the new year. So, because I think this might just be the beginning. They're probably doing something, they're probably cooking something up in the kitchen that we do not know. But WICKERY CLIFFS might just be like a quick appetizer for whatever's coming. Anyway, there are already some rumors going around. I don't think I have any screenshots at the moment, but when I do, if they're up there, then that's it. Anyway, rumors going around that the SNOWGLOBE Summit realm could be coming back this December. For anyone who's newer to the game and doesn't know what that is and what the heck that is, that's one of Royale High's classic winter maps. It's super cozy, bunch of snow, you get to decorate the Christmas tree, wait for presents to come from Santa, and you get new items. It's very festive as well, and it's just something that brings people happiness. It has been missing for a while, so seeing that map return would be huge for the community. And if they combine that with a new diamond set release, which we haven't had that in a pretty long time, we've had small sets, but I'm talking about these huge sets. Like, for example, we have that one December set, the Starfrost set, the Winter Guardian set, the Snow Swan set, and so on. That would be huge, especially for something like winter or holiday theme. You already know players are gonna flood back in, and the player count is gonna go crazy, hopefully. So that would 100% spike the game's activity again. if they do that. So I think Royale High might actually be preparing for a little comeback moment, not just for Halloween, but for the rest of this year too. Now, with all that said, here's where I stand at the moment when it comes to all of this and my final thoughts. I don't think Royale High dropped this update purely out of nowhere. We already got that cleared up. I think Monsterverse definitely did do something to them that they reacted this way. And honestly, that's really not even close to being a bad thing, because competition does push creativity, in my opinion. From what I've been doing in the past, I'm a very competitive person, and I think when I'm in competition with someone, competing against someone, that just pushes me to do my utmost best. So, if Monsterverse does end up launching successfully, it could mean both games will try harder to keep their players happy, which is great for us. Maybe not great for them, because they'll probably be under a lot of stress, but it will be great for us because we will be getting a lot of things that will benefit us when we play these two separate games. Anyway, it's kind of like when two big brands compete, they both level up, so whether Royale High is doing this out of pride, pressure for the competition against Monsterverse, or just pure love for the game, which I hope that is the case. I hope that is the case, which it probably isn't, but again, at the end of the day, I hope that is the case. It's still a step in the right direction. And if this is really their quote-unquote wake-up call moment, where Call Me Bob has finally came from her slumber and Night Barbie is taking a little nap, because Night Barbie, she's not doing too well, but Call Me Bob, we love her. They are the same person, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. Anyway, then maybe we'll finally see Royale High return to the charm and energy it used to have back in 2019 up to 2023, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's basically it, my guys. That's all I had to say, but now I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Royale High is dropping updates like this because they feel the competition and they feel threatened? Or do you think it's just genuine timing and they thought that, maybe the players would actually want this, so let's release it? Or are you happy about WICKERY CLIFFS being back, or do you feel like it was too late this year? Which I will agree, it's almost November, just a week ahead, and I'm not sure if they're gonna extend the time so we have time to farm and do all that stuff, because I will say this update was random, uncalled for, and it came at a really bad time. And most importantly, do you think Monsterverse might actually change the dress-up scene on Roblox forever? I will say that Monsterverse does seem like a very cool game, and I think it will change a lot of things in the Roblox community, specifically the dress-up and roleplay community. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Comment your opinions below, because I would love to read what you guys think about this whole situation, because in my opinion I do kind of find it funny, but at the same time I'm like, wow, they actually did this. And I'll try my best to reply to as many as I can depending on how many comments there are. I know I haven't been posting for a while and my views have been going down. I have been posting YouTube shorts, but that doesn't really do anything to my channel, so I just wanted to make an opinion-based video and talk about what's been going on in Royale High from my perspective and add my own opinion to it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more updates or any other videos from me directly. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, Sunflowers. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!